everybody, and welcome to the 8th edition of the One Shot Pitch. My name is Nancy Baldwin, and I will be your host for today. So prior to today's pitch event, there were 10 entrepreneurs who participated in a 10-week program. And of these 10 entrepreneurs, 6 made the finals, so to speak. They have successfully completed the program, and today they will be given the opportunity to pitch their business to investors. So, a business pitch event naturally includes an investment panel. Let us briefly introduce the panel members to you. The lead panel member is no other than 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐜𝐿 Nabibaks, and she is from Suriname. 𝐂𝐨𝐽 is a tax lawyer and fiscal strategist. She is a managing partner of Tactical Consultancy and Fiscal Views partner of several companies in Suriname, and intentionally known as a tax lawyer and fiscal strategist working at the intersection of international taxation, business finance, tax policy, and high-level structuring. She's also an advisor for business leaders, government and public institutions on navigating complexity, designing robust financial and tax strategies, and building resilient, future-ready frameworks that are built to last. The second panel member is from Guyana, and it is no other than Raul Dundas. Raul is customer experience and leadership expert. He held leadership and board positions in the aviation, hospitality, and retail industries. Over 30 years conducting training for all levels of staff in various sectors and for training organizations. Raul is Guyana's first IATA certified flight attendant instructor. He's a member of the John Maxwell team and the CXPA, a regular facilitator of customer experience workshop and keynote speaker at graduations and conferences. The third and final panel member is Karina Suku from Trinidad and Tobago, TNT, so to speak. She's an SME consultant and leadership consultant. She has 20 plus years of experience working with SMEs to enable strategic and operational alignment. Spearheads Caption Consulting and Coaching Ltd. Director at the Chaguanas Chamber of Industry and Commerce. Mentor at the Youth Business Trinidad and Tobago YBTT. International Coaching Federation member, certified manager of quality/organizational excellence. She also holds an MBA with specialism in human resource management. She is skilled in collaborating with professionals to help resolve leadership dilemmas, considered a sounding board. And she ascribes to self-leadership as essential to becoming a leader who is purposeful, authentic, resilient, and influential. So it's time for the pitches of these 6 amazing entrepreneurs. But before we go to those pitches, let's dive into the investments category, so to speak. The first category is rethink and improve. The second is post-program support. The third category is business consultancy. The fourth is resource-based investment. And the last category is financial investment. The final investment results are based on 3 key factors. So listen carefully. The upfront pitch desk analysis by our partner investors, international mentors, and business experts. 2, the entrepreneur's performance over the 10-week program, revealing their true founder DNA. And last, the final pitch delivery and Q&A responses to the one-shot investment panel. So that is what's going to happen today. So let's get back to business. Note that each entrepreneur has a strict maximum of 3 minutes for their pitch. If they exceed the time, unfortunately, I will have to stop them. After each pitch, we will have 6 minutes for a Q&A. Once all the pitches are complete, the investment panel will take a few minutes to deliberate and decide the investment level for each entrepreneur. After all the formalities, it's really time for the pitches. So without further ado, let me introduce to you the first entrepreneur, and that is Marlene Gravenberch, and she's the founder and owner of Leadership Refocused. Marlene, the floor is yours.
Have you ever felt that as a manager, it is expected from you to improve team performance, drive change, and also do all the things that is expected from a manager? Well, and without structured support, I once was that manager too. I was overwhelmed by everything, and I realized that I was leading everybody except myself. This realization led to my book, Re-Embrace You, which is also the foundation of the Re-Embrace You program. The Re-Embrace You program equips high-performing, ambitious professionals with structured tools to help them to reconnect with who they are and how they lead. We compete in the growing global coaching and leadership development market, which is a $5.8 billion market. And in emerging markets like Suriname and the Caribbean, integrating personal development with professional performance is still largely untapped. We are similar to 𝐂𝐤𝐿, Libra consulting and training, and within life coaching. Most leadership programs focus on strategies and/or productivity. What we do different is we first focus on integrating identity, emotional clarity, and conscious decision-making, and then translating these into professional excellence, using the book's framework as the foundation. For this program, we have already some key foundations in place. For example, the published book on Amazon, an active and registered coaching practice, a structured framework, and also a clearly defined target audience. While we are doing great, we still need support to convert this program into a structured digital product. So, and also to market it as a scalable, into a scalable platform. So that we can reach more people. So thank you to consider to invest in this program.
Right on time, Marlene. Thank you very much. Sigoni, would you like to state your question to Marlene?
Yes, Marlene, thank you so much for your interesting pitch. Coaching is a highly competitive market. What makes your offering truly defensible?
I think it's the essence of the program. The essence of the program is knowing who you are, what you stand for as a person, and when you have that defined it clearly, and that's what the program offers, then it makes it easier for you to lead others, because with the tools we provide, it gives you more clarity in knowing what you stand for.
Okay, thank you. I have one more question, because you are the expert in your business, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, but how do you ensure that the business is not fully dependent on you as the founder? Because that seems to me very challenging. Mm-hmm. While, and this is the important part, while maintaining and even improving the quality of your services?
While I'm the owner and the founder, I'm not the only one in the company. I have 2 other team members. 𝐂𝐤𝐿𝐼𝐴, who is also an expert in business development, have lots of years also in training and development, and also knowledge of lean management. And I have, for finance and marketing, I have Safira Oliveira, who also has 7 years of experience, or more than 7 years of experience in finances, and also has a background in HR.
Thank you, Marlene.
Thank you very much, Sigoni. Raul, now it's time for you to state your question to Marlene. Please do so.
Thank you. My first question was going to be based on what Sigourney just asked. And so we got the answer that there are 3 persons in the team. I would want to know if those 3 persons are full-time, because there's a lot of opportunity. You've done a lot of the work to make sure you are where you are now. So that's the first part of the question. Are those 3 persons, all 3 persons, full-time? And then you have an excellent tool, the book that you refer to in your pitch. Besides the book, do you have other material prepared currently that can be used to push the program?
This program I have developed is it's a 5-module program. So you have the book and the program. So what we did is we build it up. You can only choose for the program, and then for a certain amount, and when you can choose also for the program and an ebook, which is the other tier, and the third tier is the book, the hard copy, and the program. But also, I have strategies in place to scale this business. And the next thing is, I want to certify this program so that we can train the trainers program to have this continuity of the program.
So now it's time for Karina to state her questions to Marlene.
How are customers, how are your customers or clients currently finding you? How are they getting information about your business? So you have a protocol in place, a methodology, but how are you publishing that in the marketplace? How are they getting information about your business?
At this moment, it's word to mouth, and it's already 3 years like this. But I am aware that I should be more present, and that's also part of what my ask was, to market and expand it to a scalable platform.
Okay, so just to add to that, currently, are you on any social media platforms, for example, Facebook or Instagram?
The Leadership Refocused Facebook page, also on YouTube, where I load up videos regularly, and also on Instagram.
Thank you very much, Karina, and thank you very much, Marlene. So now it's time for the second entrepreneur, and the second entrepreneur is no other than Aaliyah Douglas. Aaliyah is the founder of ZhuRise Consultancy, and she will tell us all about her business through her pitch. Aaliyah, we are listening.
Good evening. Have you ever noticed that employees or young entrepreneurs around you are scared to express their idea? This is not because they lack intelligence or creativity. No, this is because they lack confidence or good communication skills. ZhuRise Consultancy is here to fill in this gap. We are specialized in confidence building and communication development for people who are young entrepreneurs and young women entrepreneurs and young professionals. ZhuRise Consultancy is focused. ZhuRise Consultancy is working in a consultancy market of $250 billion where the Can I start again? Oh, can I start again? ZhuRise Consultancy is working in a market, in a consultancy market that's worth $250 billion worldwide. Besides looking at our opponents as Artem Consultancy and Youth-Triumph Consultancy, who are more focused on developing skills and strategies, ZhuRise Consultancy is focused on the factor human. We meet people where they are at. We want to help every person that is a client develop the skill that they need based on where they are at, by helping or guiding them through each oh my God, I'm so nervous. By guiding them through each step and helping them reach their true potential. Dit gaat niet goed. Ik ben echt nerveus.
Thank you very much, Aaliyah. Siguni, do you have questions to state to Aaliyah?
Hi, Aaliyah. A bit nervous, but I got the point. ZhuRise Consultancy.
Yeah.
Your model seems highly dependent on you on your time and you as a person. But how do you scale, or how are you planning to scale your business without duplicating yourself?
For now, we are searching for a co-founder who can assist us with the strategies that we want to implement and help other people. So that's high on our bucket list. But in the meantime, we are trying to manage our time correctly so that we can be of assistance and be effective to our clients.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aaliyah.
Thank you very much, Siguni. Raul, do you have questions to state for Aaliyah?
Well, yes, Aaliyah, you have a great idea. You enter into a big market, and the word consultancy oftentimes makes persons think that here comes someone with gray hair and lots of experience. How do you enhance your image as a young person getting into this market?
As a young person, to enhance my image, I am trying to be very present on social media. We just had our first project where we had that's called Rise and Get Hired, where we presented to young professionals of the Interact. And that was our first thing that we did so that we can show people what we are capable of, and that is through our social media presence.
I like that, and that's a good start. Do you have an advisor or a business coach?
Right now, not yet, but that is all. Thank you for that question, because that is also something that I wanted to say in my pitch, why we are here. We are here to ask for strategic guidance and coaching to reach our potential clients. And I think that this is the great opportunity or great platform to use that and ask for help to present ourselves correctly and get the right coaching to reach our target clients.
All right, good. Be encouraged. I know you might be a bit nervous. You're getting into big market, but be encouraged because many young persons are rising to the top and owning their own businesses. So they may be looking for young persons like you.
Based on where your business is right now, planning is very important. So as you plan, where do you see this business in 2 to 3 years' time?
Thank you for your question, Karina. I see my business in 2 years. I see my business on an international level, where I work with companies that try to evolve their staff or their employees to be more innovative and more assertive. Yes, that's my answer.
So I'm asking, what are you currently working on at this time to move your business to the next level? What are the things that you're doing in your business right now?
Like I said to Mr. Raul, right now we are busy with a program called Rise and Get Hired, where we are presenting our program for free with 3 pilot clients, where we present our projects so we can get more awareness and get more comfortable in speaking in front of the camera. Yes. Because I am a very confident person in real life, but when I see cameras around me, I get very shy. So, yes, that's what we're doing right now. We are developing that.
Much, Aaliyah, and it's time for our next entrepreneur. The third entrepreneur for today is Graanoogst. G is the owner and director of Nutrivers to go. And I think it means that we're going healthy. So G, tell us more about your health or healthy company.
Imagine that you've had a long day at work and you want to cook a healthy meal for you and your family. And then reality sets in. You have to go shopping, wash your food, clean it, cut it, and then prepare it. So then you think about the convenience of it. And you stop doing that. So the problem is not knowing what you want to eat. The problem is consistency. And that's why we built Nutrivers to go. We deliver fresh vegetables, fruits, and ready-to-use meals, and deliver it at your home. So no more shopping, no more preparing, no more wasting time. Our model is this powerful because we use a recurring consumption system with reliable delivery and convenience in quality, consistency in quality. The market we're in is a growing food, health, and convenience market. And in Paramaribo alone, we have an estimate of 120 million SRD on a weekly basis. In addition, within 2 to 3 years, we can expect 10 to 20,000 expats entering the Surinamese market just for the oil and gas industry. And these are highly income consumers that demand convenience, quality, and reliability. And that is exactly what we offer. So, who are our competitors? The local supermarkets, local traditional markets, vendors, and food delivery services. But they are selling products. We deliver a complete ready-to-use solution. And why do I know that this works? Because we have about 800 uniquely customers that we had. And at this point in time, we have about 30 recurring customers every week. In 2024 and 2025, we went from 2.4 million SRD to 2.9 million SRD. So we know it works. And we did this without a marketing or CRM system. So we know that there is a demand. We just lack the proper system to scale it up. So our focus is clear. We need a proper marketing system, a CRM system to implement. We need to launch subscription models, partner up with local nutritionists and gyms, and target our diaspora market, of which a lot of people have family in the United States and the Netherlands.
Thank you very much, G. Your 3 minutes are up, unfortunately.
No problem.
So let's go to the questions. Sigoni, would you like to state your questions to G?
Yes. Thank you, Gie. And thank you for your interesting pitch. I'm very motivated now to also go very healthy. But I wonder, what is the biggest constraint for your growth right now? Is it capital, people, or demand? Because you had approximately 5,000 customers?
That was an error in our system.
Okay.
So I had it tweaked. The only thing is that I forgot to mention it to OneShot, so they could reset it. It's about 800 uniquely clients, so to speak.
And 30 are recurring?
30 at the moment are recurring, yes.
Okay, so what is your biggest constraint to growth right now? People, demand, or capital?
At the moment, it's how should I put this? We need to scale up in our marketing system because people don't know us. So in order for them to know us, at the moment we're setting up a system, like using podcasts, putting ourselves out there in food hubs, food markets, people getting to know Nutrivers to go, and in that sense, getting a taste of what it's like to be a part of the Nutrivers to go family, and then start ordering, making them know that they're getting quality, reliable service, and on a consistent basis. So it's mostly a marketing problem.
Okay, thank you so much. One more question.
Yes.
How are you structured to handle food safety, because you're in the food industry, the food safety regulations? I'm a tax lawyer, so I'm also interested in tax compliance and liability risks at this time.
At this point, I've just finished my quality management system for food and non-food sector. So the point is to implement this into my company to make sure that at one point in time I have the stamp of being certified.
Okay.
So people have the certainty that whatever they order at Nutrivers to go is a promise, that they can rely on our services.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Sigourney. Raul, so it's now your turn to state your questions to G.
Yes, G and Sigourney, thanks for those questions. I was going to ask him about social media marketing. And clearly he realizes where his strengths are and where the challenges exist. So I appreciate those answers. But I thought about your supply. Because you are unique and you're talking about being healthy and trying to get those persons on your side, the word organic, I don't think I heard it mentioned. Do you have suppliers, farmers, who you know for sure their quality is there, there are no pesticides being used, or do you have a blend of organic and otherwise?
A blend of, we have a couple of suppliers, outgrowers we call them, and we know that they use certain chemicals, but the thing is that we also know that what they use is used in a responsible way. So our products are not, how do you say, they don't have pesticides in them. Like, because we watch the restrictions, the prescriptions on everything that we use and they use.
Well, I was going to ask about social media marketing or marketing otherwise. Is there any other marketing strategy that you are using currently? Because part of the concern is you spoke about the expat market that's going to come on board in the next 2 to 3 years. You have currently 800, back to what Sigourney was focusing on, and 30 recurrent. What are you looking at in that 2-year phase where you want to ensure that there's growth and a level of stability by the time that new market comes online? Do you have a plan in place that secures your growth and ensures that you are able to step ahead in that market?
Currently, I'm working with a multimedia specialist, preparing my own podcast, putting myself out there as a company, going to certain food hubs to introduce my company and make sure that one of the things that we already do is send emails to like the embassies and stuff, so they know that we exist, because all these expats are at one point connected to an embassy that they're from. Just putting ourselves out there any which way we can in a responsible and effective manner. And that's basically it right now. And we're still at the base of where we actually want to be. So.
Okay. Good job. Thank you, Guy.
Very much, Raul. Karina, it's your turn to state your question to G.
So you spoke about the quality management system that you are now putting in place. Do you have documented processes in place about how each and every aspect of your business should be run?
At the moment, as I said to Sigourney, we're busy in the process of developing a quality management and food safety system. Everything that we started from what we thought that was necessary, and now we're creating that system to make sure that it's all documented, and so to speak, I could leave the company and leave it to my employees, and they would know exactly what to do. That's the deal.
If a customer should lodge a complaint about a delivery, how is it handled? Do you have a specific time frame in terms of when these inquiries are attended to?
Occasionally, a customer has a complaint about a product. What we do is the customer, in that sense, if one of the products is not up to standard, we take it back and give the client another type of that same product free of charge.
Okay, good to hear. A quality management system is very important for a business such as yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, G. So after these three wonderful entrepreneurs, it's time for a short commercial in which we will explain to you all about Cohort 9.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We've had the privilege to listen to three wonderful entrepreneurs, namely Marlene Gravenberch of Leadership Refocused, Aaliyah Douglas of ZhuRise Consultancy, and Graanoogst of Nutrivers to 𝐂𝐤𝐴. So it's time for the fourth entrepreneur of today, and that is no other than Shanel Emanuelson. And Shanel is the Managing Director of Stichting Waspar. Shanel, we are very excited to know all about Stichting Waspar.
Doing laundry has always been a time-consuming household task. In 1979, two private hospitals in Suriname needed a reliable and a consistent laundry business, a service that met their hospital needs and requirements. Waspar was then established to help these two private hospitals to face the challenges they had with their laundry problems. We of Waspar, after a few years, Waspar grew beyond healthcare and now serves private customers and other businesses. We make laundry simple, easy, and stress-free for our customers so that they have more time to do other stuff. We are operating in a market, the linen market and laundry market in Suriname. The accessible market is about estimated for $12 million US dollars, and only the B2B represents a value estimated of $7 to $10 million. The demand of professional laundry in Suriname is increasing because people want to have more time with their families. They want to have more quality time. Other businesses are outsourcing, for example, the hospitals and the hotels. And the spin-off effect of the oil and gas sector in Suriname has a very huge impact on this increase. We of Waspar, we have competitors. There are competitors, and our competitors, we have an advantage, and that is that we can we can process large volumes of laundry, and we can scale up when the demand is increasing. We can do that very quickly. Waspar has a track record of 47 years. We have served more than 10,000 customers, but due to circumstances, Waspar had a very huge setback, and in 2025, we started with rebuilding the company, and we see that the need is still there and our solution still works. Behind Waspar, there is a very dedicated team led by me. We know the local market. We know what our customer wants: speed, reliability, consistency, and personal attention. Waspar is more than only a laundry business. We solve a real deep problem, we save people time, and we are rebuilding a business.
Thank you very much, Shanel. Unfortunately, I will have to stop you there. Your 3 minutes are up. Sigourney, would you like to state your question to Shanel?
Yes. Hi, Shanel, and thank you for your pitch. I have one question to start. Waspar is a business, right?
Yes.
But it's a foundation.
Yes.
When you're going to scale it, are you planning to transfer it to a limited company?
Yes, we need to do that because the two private hotels who are the owners, we talked about it and it is needed, and we came to the conclusion that we have to do that.
Not only needed, it is mandatory.
Yes.
Okay.
Highly mandatory.
Yes. Okay. And the second question, why should an investor invest in your company instead of building a similar one themselves?
Oh, we know there are a lot of, I think about 2 competitors are coming on the market.
Okay.
But we have an advantage that we have 47 years of experience. We have the hospital experience, laundry experience, the hotel laundry experience. So we have the place, we have the capacity, the location is also important, and we can upscale that. So even if we have a competitor, we know our market and we know how much we can have of that piece of cake, of that cake, yes.
Okay, and you mentioned that a few years ago you had a setback,
Yes.
or the company had a setback.
Yes, the company had a
What
setback.
structural causes were playing a role for this setback?
One of the most important one was COVID, but also the private hospitals had some problem with the government, so that was a very huge setback for the company.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sigourney. Raul, would you like to state your question to Shanel?
Good pitch, Shanel. I want to also focus on the fact that you've transitioned from a challenging time into a restarting, I think you said in 24. And you do have a great leadership team. What about your lower level staff? What level of staff turnover has there been? Especially as you're talking about competitors. Are you sure that the staff that you have are going to stay with you through the process of transition or dealing with the competitors' offers? Or do you have a system in place to ensure that the staff are satisfied and grow from 1 year to 5 years to 10 years?
The staff that we have now, they are very loyal because they are employees who are longer than 20 years in the company. But the new staff we have, we are also trying to pay them more conform, and also the marketing department, we are going to expand. So the old staff, if I may say it like that, the old staff, we are the lower staff. We are giving them some training, but we also cherish them because they are loyal and they know everything about the company. For example, for the hospitals, there are certain ways you have to wash the laundry. So they have the skills. Maybe they don't have the diplomas, but they have the skills and they are transferring to the new staff. And we are always checking what they want. We take them in the process, and we think that we are doing a good job so far, but then we don't forget them, and we take in mind that, in consideration that there are competitors coming who can pay a little bit more than us, but it's not so much they are going to pay. We have make our analysis, yes.
2 more quick questions / comments. Do you provide any incentive, a quarterly or half-yearly or yearly incentive to the staff based on performance?
Started there, we started with quarterly, and they are very happy because Everybody knows that the economy of Suriname is, it wasn't very good, but we're starting to see some little processes, and we are asking the staff what they want. If they prefer money, if they prefer other things that they want. So what they ask, we're trying to come to their demand, what they want.
Last quick question. Do you have contracts in place for those big clients that you mentioned, the hotels and the hospitals?
Hotels are still the owners, but they are only our biggest clients. And other hospitals, when they don't do their, or if they can do their laundry, they are at us, because we are the only one now that can provide that service for the hotels and the hospitals.
Thank you, Shanel. That's it for me.
Thank you very much, Raul. Karina, it's your turn to state your question to Shanel.
Hello, Shanel. Based on what you would have experienced in the business, what is one of your greatest leadership lessons, considering that you would have been involved many years before, decades before, and in this new chapter for this business? What is the leadership lesson that you're learning?
The leadership lesson that I have learned is that going in a company that is always that is already established and has a good revenue is not doesn't bring the very best of you. Then when you have a company that is not thriving at that moment, and you have to bring it to another level because it was so before. So my experience and my take from that is that I have to do my utmost best, and it's like it's my own company, because I have to start from the ground again, or from zero, if I may say it so. So it's a different level.
Another question, just to add to that. So looking back, looking forward, what gives you the confidence that this business is going to be successful this time around, even if there should be setbacks? What gives you the confidence that it will be successful?
Confidence that I have is I have made an analysis before about the spin-off effect of the oil and gas sector. Now we already see that we have a lot of foreigners coming, and the foreigners already, most of them are already, how do you say it? They know laundry businesses. They don't have time. The laundry is very time consuming, so they are searching for a reliable professional laundry business. And it's just a daily household task, so everybody needs it. It's something that doesn't go away, so we're going to make it. We just have to do our best to have a big piece of the cake in Suriname.
Thank you very much, Karina, and thank you very much, Shanel. The next entrepreneur to state his pitch, he has changed the name of his business during this 10-week program, and he changed it from AJA Future Services to GardenPro. Please welcome Antonie Bischop.
Does your current garden make you feel relaxed or stressed? My name is Antonie Bischop, founder and CEO of GardenPro NV. What started as a journey when I was younger, I was watering my grandmother's garden for $1 a day, and that passion turned into over a decade of experience in agronomy, and decided as an instructor educator. In Suriname, homeowners, businesses, and institutions are struggling to maintain clean, functional, and effective garden spaces. While this market is saturated in Suriname, we have the demand is high, but the approach is not science-based and customer service oriented. With GardenPro, we introduce a science-based approach with the focus on clients that are centered with the efficiency of work and their living environment. Suriname has an emerging market for gardening. And there are different competitors and they're doing a very valuable job. But we stand out with the science-based approach and how we design with the sustainable climate design and advisory. So, based on my experience, we are trying to build a very reliable company, and we have more than 50 subscribers already. And we also have a train program where we help young gardeners to get better in their hands-on with the work. And what you're seeking for this program is to help to give an efficient and a structured system and develop a reliable and high-performing team so we can expand our operations to focus on larger contracts. And GardenPro is able to become a leader in sustainable and climate designs and help Suriname to become a safer environment.
Thank you very much, Antonie. Siguri, would you like to state your questions to Antonie?
Hi, Anthony. Thank you so
Yes.
much for your pitch. Anthony, you want to scale your business.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, how are you planning? Because you were asking in your pitch for a structure, etc. But how are you planning? Just an idea on the top of your head. How are you planning to scale your business without putting pressure on your quality and your margins?
Okay, so I'm a certified educator, and also I have a degree in agronomy, so I can teach other people to do my work or do it better than me and make them specialize in certain aspects of the business. So I can take anyone in and train them to become a gardener.
Thank you very much, Siguri. Raul, would you like to state your question to Antonie?
Yeah, sure. I think the critical thing for Anthony is to really get the public to be convinced that they will always give great work, even if they don't see, they as in the company will give great work, even if they don't see Anthony showing up. What marketing systems do you have in place so that the clients that you're trying to reach can know of your expertise, what you've done in the back, in the past? Do you have systems in place that can you get referrals? I just leave it at that. What marketing systems do you have in place to help you to gain new clients?
Now it's based on word-to-mouth referrals, and we have a lot now lead, and we cannot even prove our demand yet because there's so much and we cannot help everyone yet.
But other than that, do you have any presence? Do you do regular posting of your work on social media?
No, we don't have any online presence at the moment because if we do that right now, with all the structure we have now, we won't be able to serve the clients. We will keep them on a long waiting list.
One last question as it relates to standing out. I know you're cautious about not getting more customers because you don't want to reduce your quality. But ultimately, you have to enhance your business, talk about scaling and growing your business to the next level. How are you dealing with your competitors, whereby you may have a customer that you have in mind, and they say to you, oh, this other person does it for less? How do you deal with those situations where you're able to hold on to customers and get new customers without losing your competence, losing your ability to fulfill your promises and commitments?
That's the part where the certified education is coming into place because I can take team members and train them to focus on the specific tasks to keep this quality. And if we need more staff, we can always attract more and guide them through the process in order to keep the quality. And we can always play with the price because if you have enough staff, you can work on a larger scale and keep your price competitive.
Thank you very much, Raul. Karina, would you like to state your question to Anthony?
Hello, Anthony. What would you say is the two top things that you do better than your competitors?
So I would say we have a more personal customer relationship with the clients, and we also focus on the science-based advising and designing. So when we visit your facility or your place, we take consideration of everything that's based on the environment that we need to keep, and we have to improve it.
Be a consultant and get the information, and then you would proceed with the work. Is it something like that?
Something like that, yes. So we take in consideration every aspect that's around your environment, maybe the neighbors too, or some types of plants that are available in the environment. So we try to consider everything in order to make a suitable plan for you. So you have a future and a sustainable garden.
Is there a part of your business that you struggle with the most?
I cannot really attract the right staff members yet in order to grow with them, because normally you have persons that come for a one-time job or they stay for a short period of time just to have their normal needs met, but that they can grow with you is a different strategy.
Thank you very much, Karina, and thank you very much, Anthony, for your pitch. So the last, but certainly not the least entrepreneur for today is Imana Biserta. And Imana Biserta has her own business called Next Step Advisory. Let's hear from Imana what are the advices she's going to give us from within her business.
Graduating should be an exciting time in the lives of young people. But for some of them, it's very confusing and it's very frustrating. And because of that, they miss out on many opportunities. Not because they lack potential, but because they lack preparation. That's why we started Next Step Advisory. My name is Imana. I'm the founder of Next Step Advisory, where we coach young people between the age of 15 and 25 to become confident, work-ready, and prepared for their first job. We started with our Next Step Job Readiness concept, where we provide CV and application support. We also do mock interviews, and we created work readiness coaching. We don't just want to coach. We want to make sure that our coachees are ready to perform well when they need to. We operate in a growing youth employability market where the demand for skilled young people who know how to perform well in the workplace is growing. We also operate in the same field as youth institutes and career development coaches like Skill Work Advisory and Sunbeam Career Development. But what we do different is that we work with first-time job seekers. We are in a transitioning phase where we want to go from one-on-one coaching to a more scalable group program so that we can create more revenue and we can also make our business scalable and sustainable. And that's why we're here. We are here to ask for strategic mentorship and coaching to be able to make our business scalable and also make an impact so that we can work with institutes and schools so that we can create a bigger platform. And with your insights, we are sure that we can take Next Step Advisory to its next step. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Imana. Perfectly within the 3 minutes. Sigurni, would you like to state your questions to Imana?
Thank you so much, Imana. You're almost a natural in pitching, so my compliments. But Imana, I'm curious, if your business were about to grow twice as fast as expected tomorrow, would your model break on operational point or on financial point?
I would say it would break on operational because we are here for the strategic mentorship because of just that. We build something based on what we know now. But when we scale, we also need someone to strategically look at, is it sustainable? And is it scalable for what we have at the moment? Or do we need to tweak it to make sure that we can use it for the purpose of growing into twice or 3 times as much?
Okay, and if I have read your pitch correct, I've read that you have a network of 1,000+ people.
Yes.
Okay, but only a few paying customers. So where is the disconnect?
So the disconnect is for sure that we do not promote our business as much and as clear as we should, because I have the feeling that the customers know that we are Next Step Advisory, but they do not exactly know what we do and how we can help them go to their next step.
So what would your plan be from this point on, knowing this?
We need to look at the way we market our services and make sure that we don't focus on the market per se, but on the problem. What kind of problem are we solving? And how can we put that into such a creative marketing way that we actually get more paying customers?
Thank you so much, Imana.
Thank you very much, Sigoni. Rahul, now it's your turn to state your questions to Imana.
A very bold pitch there, Imana. You're going into an area where generally funding is the issue because someone just leaving school may not want to put money into bettering themselves. They just ready to get a job so they can earn money. Have you approached companies to piggyback or to collaborate with them on career fair type programs?
We have not approached companies as of yet because we feel like, as Sigourney asked the question about scalability, we do not feel like our foundation is ready for that step yet. That's why with the strategic coach, we would look at our concept as it's now and be able to change that so that when we approach the business partners or people who look for coaches and mentors to help their employees, that we are ready to deliver what they need. Because it's not just the coachees that need to do well, we also need to perform well in order to have the people that we work with be content with what we deliver.
Right. So you need to ensure that once the staff is trained and then assigned to a company, that relationship helps beyond just the employment when they have been employed, to see how the performance goes. Sometimes you get a young person thrown into a job and because they're not totally ready, they resign or they walk off the job in a few minutes. What about out of school? Do you go into those who are preparing to leave schools, high schools, to do programs at that stage? And not necessarily at the last year, maybe 2 years before leaving school, so as to start to get students and parents thinking about the value of the program that you offer, and therefore realizing or accepting the fact that you will need funding or you need people to be able to pay for this. Are you approaching schools or have you approached schools as yet?
We have not approached schools as of yet, but we have had a request from a school to do just that. But with schools, it's a bit different because we also need to look at if we need to ask the government for permission to be able to approach the schools and to also see what is needed for our business to be in place to be able to give those sessions, because sometimes the government doesn't allow organizations to just step into school and give these sessions. So we want to do that, but we still need to figure out government-wise what we need to put in place for that.
Okay, so my last, not a question so much, but more a suggestion. I hear the apprehension in some ways, but as I mentioned, your biggest challenge is being able to get the funds to push a program where people are not going to be willing to pay the money that you need. What about funding through whether it be a Canadian type grant or European type grant? Some other funding, have you as yet tried to get funding from external agencies?
We have not yet tried that route. We have, with the acceleration program, got the insights from one of the team members that that's also an option. So we are also looking into that.
Thank you very much, Raul. Karina, would you like to state your question?
I commend you on the pitch also. Well done. Just to find out a little bit more about your target market, you said it's really 15 to 24 years, those who are going into their first job. Have you considered an age group that is beyond 24 years or so as a potential target market?
Yes, so we focus on the age group 15 to 25, but if there are people who are also interested in coaching who are beyond that age group, they are surely welcome.
In terms of the customers, how are they finding you? Are you on social media?
We're on social media, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on TikTok, we are on LinkedIn, and we have our own WhatsApp community where we share vacancies with our group members. On WhatsApp, we can only have 1,025 people in the group. So once there are group members who have already found a job, they can leave the group and then we add other members.
Okay, good. Do you also have like a referral program, something that you may want to develop in the future?
As of yet, we do not have a referral program, but I think that would surely help with finding more people to join our coaching.
Thank you very much, Karina, and thank you very much, Imana. And Imana was the last entrepreneur for today. So just like the other 7 previous cohorts, this time we were also able to listen to 6 wonderful entrepreneurs. And today we've had Marlene Gravenberch of Leadership Refocused, Aaliyah of ZhuRise Consultancy, Graanoogst of Nutrivers to 𝐂𝐤𝐿, Shanel Emanuelson of Stichting Waspar, Antonie Bischop of GardenPro, and Imana Biserta of Next Step Advisory. So after the last 3 pitches, it's time again for a commercial break. See you in a bit.
What started as a simple concept to make the world a smaller place grew into innovation we never thought we'd see. Connecting with each other through technology and services that not only offers you the world at your fingertips, but also serves as a stream of hopes, dreams, and success. While we work tirelessly to provide you with the services you need to run your day successfully, you give us the motivation we need to constantly improve and challenge ourselves to give you the absolute best. We strive to make your life easier so you won't miss out on priceless moments. From capturing beautiful memories to simply bringing all of your ideas to life. The possibilities are endless with 𝐂𝐨𝐴𝐳. And with you, celebrating 42 years of community, progress, and innovation.
𝐂𝐨𝐴𝐳, keeping us in touch.
The scars that you cannot see are the hardest to heal, but they are also the marks of your incredible strength. My name is Jennifer 𝐏𝐢𝐭𝐜𝐡, and I am the founder of Tamundo Coaching. Tamundo Coaching helps women who have experienced emotional abuse reclaim their joy and abundance so that they can live a more fulfilling life. The most important thing I learned from this program, wow, I cannot name just one, but I will try. For me, is business mindset. I believe and I've observed that I've been thinking about my business from I would say a hustle culture, a hustle mindset, and coming into the program gave me a shock. a shock, I will say, if I have to describe it this way. That it is not about the hustle culture, but that it's about bringing your business into the world and presenting it to your customer from a business mindset. And it is a difference, because in a hustle mindset, you're thinking about day by day surviving, but in a business mindset, it allows you to plan ahead and make the proper adjustments for your business and for your customer.
Hi everyone, my name is Daniela Ferber and I run 𝐂𝐤𝐭𝐜𝐡 School. We offer advanced and beginner swimming courses, and we are also certified by the Ministry of Education. Currently, we have classes in Paramaribo and in the district Saramacca, Comobuena and Para, and we also offer a class for teenagers. My mission is to offer easy and accessible swimming education to people from Suriname, especially from the remote areas, and also Dutch speakers that live abroad of Suriname. How I want to do that is by offering online swimming courses in Dutch. My vision is to make swimming education easy and accessible for people in Suriname, especially from the remote areas, but also Dutch-speaking persons who live abroad. My biggest challenge before I joined the OneShot program was where to start and how to do this. As an entrepreneur, you don't have to do it alone. OneShot will help you with their clear system to accelerate your business to the next level.
Next, welcome back. Next, we have a special guest, and he will be sharing his journey through the OneShot program and the achievements after that. His name is 𝐂𝐤𝐿 Manejo, and 𝐂𝐤𝐿 received an investment that propelled his growth, and one of his key courses has now been digitalized and is available on the OneShot platform for everyone to access. Let's give a warm welcome to 𝐂𝐤𝐿 Manejo.
Good day, everyone. I'm 𝐂𝐤𝐿 Manejo, founder of Skills Up Foundation. And today I'm here to share with you my experience. It was a very good guidance I got from OneShot. I'm from the 6th cohort, and after a while, with the good investment and a good guidance, I now have developed my own business. I always thought that to have a good business, you need to have money. But they showed me with a good guidance and a good investment, you can get programs to develop. So now I'm standing here with a fully 100% developed online course about emergency awareness. My course is developed for everyone who's interested in a safe working environment. So this course will give you the opportunity to attend on your own pace, in your own time, and under your own conditions. But the main focus is you will learn how to be on your workplace in the right system, the right way, and the right environment. Safety is not something that you can bargain. It's something you need to have in your system. It needs to be a mindset. And we cannot develop a program for only companies. We need to reach also individuals. Individuals who are interested in a very safe environment. Individuals who want to go into sectors that can be very dangerous, but they need to have some knowledge of how to move around the workspace. So this 100% online course, I will urge you to take action because it made me an entrepreneur, but it gave me also the possibility to give you the experience I had for 3 decades, to share that with you and give you the knowledge how to work in a safe environment, in a safe workspace, and know everything about how to quickly act, quickly adapt to situations when an emergency occurs, when a calamity evolves, and you can put that into action. So, as I said, OneShot is a program that you need to attend. You get experience from national and international entrepreneurs, guidance, and coaches. They learn you a lot. So I've used that to make my own unique program. And that's the 100% online course about emergency awareness. You can scan the QR code. You can log in my website. And it will be a little small investment, but you will get so much information that even though where you will work in the future, you will know about safe environments, safe workspaces, and if it must be possible that we don't want to experience that, if it must be that way, that you can help to save lives. Save lives from persons who you work with, partners, or family members. Thank you for the possibility, OneShot, and also you who are looking at me as an entrepreneur with my new course. Thank you very much.
So, it's time for the results. Let's see what happened behind the scenes. So, as I mentioned before, the final results are based on the following: the 10-week program performance and the delivery of the founder, which shows the entrepreneur's DNA, the pitch deck and business analysis, which is done upfront by the partner, international mentors, business experts, and partner investors. And third, the final investment pitch and answers at the Q&A towards the investment panel representing the OneShot Fund, which was done just now. So, let's see what happens. For Marlene Gravenberch. Marlene, the business shows strong market potential and serves a clear, meaningful purpose. With the right guidance, the founder has the capability to grow and scale the concept. Therefore, we will support you with 3 months of tailored business guidance, including the development of a pilot digital course and the setup to host and launch it online. So, what you receive is resource-based investment valued at $2,500 US. For Aaliyah Douglas, your business concept has potential but needs refinement to grow effectively. Therefore, we will provide 4 weeks of tailored guidance to help you build a strong and sustainable foundation. And what you receive is post-program support valued at $500 US. For Graanoogst, your business concept has strong market potential and can scale with the right strategy and tools. Therefore, we will support you for 3 months with sales and marketing strategies powered by the Zombie CRM platform. You receive resource-based investment valued at $2,500 US. For Shanel Emanuelson, your business serves a meaningful purpose and has the potential to reach a much wider audience. To accelerate your progress, we will provide 6 weeks of business consultancy to help you refine your strategy, identify key opportunities, and elevate your business towards sustainable growth. What you'll receive is business consultancy valued at $1,500 US. For Antonie Bischop, your business concept shows strong potential, supported by a capable founder who is well-positioned to champion a topic that deserves greater attention. To help you elevate and accelerate your growth, we will provide 6 weeks of focused business coaching designed to strengthen your strategy, refine your positioning, and support you in building a more scalable and impactful business. So what you receive is business consultancy valued at $1,500 US. And for Imana Biserta, your concept has potential, and with the right strategic direction, it can become highly scalable. We will support you with 6-week coaching to validate and test a more scalable strategy for your business using a more streamlined market approach for sustainable growth, and what you receive is business consultancy valued at $1,500 US. And there are also awards, so don't go away just yet. There are 3 awards, and those 3 awards will be given to. The first one is for Marlene Gravenberch. And which award is for Marlene? Marlene, you received the award for Most Promising Entrepreneur, and that is the entrepreneur with the most passion, dedication, and belief in their business concept. Marlene, congratulations. The second award is for the Most Promising Business Concept, and that is the concept with the most value to society. And that award goes to Antonie Bischop. The last award is the award for Most Promising Business, and that is the business that has the most growth to scale potential. That award goes to Graanoogst. Congratulations to you all. You've all successfully finished the 10-week course. And I would like to invite Sigoni to present you your certificates. Wonderful. And there you have them, all the 6 entrepreneurs who finished their program successfully. I would like to thank ATV. I would like to thank ABG. I would like to thank all the entrepreneurs for believing in OneShot. And I would like to thank you for watching, because if you're not watching, then we don't have to do this. So thank you to everyone. My name is Nancy, and it was a pleasure again to be your host for this time again. And see you next time. Bye.